So after testing Suno Studio, Moises AI, and AIODE with my own song that I produced in Logic Pro, I've downloaded all the files that I thought could be useful for bettering my tracks and such. So let's get to it. Let's check out what Suno gave us, what Moises gave us, and what AIODE gave us. This is kind of like a little summary from all the videos, all the couple of hours of little breakdown videos. So let's check it out. Let me show you again here on the screen what my production is. So I muted all the Suno stuff. I'm gonna go to the kind of chorus or the groove. Okay, so this is what I did. Here's the drums that I played, MIDI. Here are the old horns. Here's the new bass, the new guitars, the guitar solo, and the organs. And here are all the stuff that I thought was kind of useful from Suno. Let me solo you the drums. Let's go to the chorus. Badass, love it. And I also wanted percussion, so let's check out the percussion. I'm gonna use this section. I really like it. It's a big percussion orchestra or a big percussion section. Here's another percussion layer. Here's another drum. It's cool. It has that retro type of vibe, which I think fits really well into this context. I really had the idea of a picture or a type of movie, type of show, like Guy Ritchie type of like gangster kind of doing funny stuff, robbing a bank or something. That was kind of in my mind when this song was written, or this little cue or whatever. So these are drums. I have a couple more drums. So let me put this percussion here, this drum here, and this percussion. So let me go and show you this part. Very nice. Okay, let's look at what this drum does. Oh yeah, I wasn't a fan of that drum sound, so I'm gonna mute that. Let's check out what this percussion is. This was not my favorite. I don't think that's why. I don't think that's I think that's why I'm not using it. This track wasn't really my favorite, so I don't think I'm gonna use it. Saxophone. So one of the things I wanted is add saxophone spread voicings, like a 5-part spread voicings or unison line playing the line or something like that. I know those are very specific. That's what I would write if I were to chart this out, but this is what I got. Let me add one of the drums. That's badass. That's all I can say. Let's check out those brass sections. Again, I had an idea there in my mind what I wanted and I tried to kind of prompt it, but I didn't really get what I wanted, but it's kind of cool. Interesting. My guitar solo was kind of superimposed by another instrument. That's why I muted it. It's pretty cool. I could very easily see this being like a hybrid work. So bass, guitar, organs, guitar solo being me, what I did, and the drums being AI. It could be a decent hybrid work, honestly. The brass, and it has more than just brass. I realized that it has saxophones in it too, but they are kind of following some of the lines that I have in it, which, let me find it. Yes, that's the rhythm of the guitar. Ba, ba, ba. And I think the brasses are kind of playing a dominant 7 sharp 9, which kind of fits. I think I was playing a minor chord, but with an added major third, it will just be a dominant 7 sharp 9, or yeah, or flat 10, but sharp 9 is what they use. What's the proper? Yep, see? So like that melody is the bass melody, and the brass picked up on it. It added a couple notes, but let me show you. Here's the bass. Sorry about the dogs being barking. Enjoy the bark. You know, usually I would try to restart when the dogs are barking, but hey, embrace what's going on. So here's the bass. Yep, see, that's it, and here's the brass. Yep, so it's really trying to be with it, which is honestly really cool that it does that. Let's bring him in. Sweeteners and AI stem generators. Let's check it out very quick. That's actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed this part. Now, if you can hear it, there is some like AI glitch effects on it. Though I don't dislike it, but I wish it was a bit cleaner. Let's add some kind of like organ effect on it. Modulation. I think it's this, yeah. Nice. Okay, I actually do like this shaker. Okay, it's a bit louder shaker. Not my favorite drums. Gonna mute. Not good drums again. Okay, that was supposed to be like a percussion. Okay, I could lower it maybe. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is congas. Let's see. I'm gonna try to make these into like vinylish sounding. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's add the same old like retro sound. These guitars are not bad. They're not my guitars. They're not. They are Moises generated. Okay, let's check out the basses. Bass 1. Yeah, that's AI match. That's not bad. Okay, so this is the Moises background based off of all my input, which you can see it in the previous video or one of the other videos. And here's my guitar solo. So here's Moises with my guitar solo. So my guitar solo is me, and all the stuff that is the background is generated in Moises AI based on all my input. So it should be based off of all the tracks that I uploaded there that it generated based on the context. So you can see exactly how I did all that in the other video. Here's the guitar solo. It's not bad. It's not bad. These are the tracks that I actually like. So amongst all of these tracks, I think these would fit the best if I were to like completely reproduce with Moises using my own ingredients. So let's head on to the next one, which would be AIODE. So let's mute all of this. Mute. And let's bring in AIODE. And I think AIODE, I have two separate types of things again. And again, if you're interested to see my workflow with this, go to this other video where I show the entire workflow in that specific DAW. So go check it out. Okay, let's hear what we got. So we have, that's the drums. Interesting. Here's more. That's not bad. That's pretty cool, and that's all AI generated based on this Idan Shinor's playing. Kind of cool. Could be a complementing line, honestly, to mine. Let's see what this is. This is a no. There's some interesting changes that are happening that aren't fitting, so... That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's a no for me. Okay, interesting. It's not bad, but I prefer mine. But let's see. I have this drums. Let's see if I can put together like a good, like what if they played. I'm not gonna use that. Okay. Okay, so here's my guitar solo with my bass and AIODE's like drums and like horns or something. Let's hear. Yeah, so that's AIODE. So in this video, I was showing you how I could use these different AI generators or AI DAWs to sweeten or replace potentially certain elements of what I played as a musician in this track. So I find something to be useful in each one of these, but honestly, some of my favorites would be Suno. Though I must say, to be completely transparent, none of these apps have paid me to do these videos. This is all my idea and my thoughts. So I found these apps and I thought to myself, I want to try to test it in real life situation. So I wanted to honestly show you the good, bad, and everything honestly about these apps. So probably I'm going to use some elements from Suno, some elements from Moises, some elements of AIODE. Am I going to keep all the subscriptions? Because yes, these are all subscriptions. And I think it's just not worth to pay like $100 a month to keep all the subscriptions. Honestly, maybe where I see this heading is that there will be like a place like Higgsfield or something where you get to use multiple models or something. Think about it, paying $150 just to use multiple software models for different things. I don't know if that's useful. I think trying these is a good idea, and finding which one works for your workflow is the best thing to do here. You know, like what is it that you can do with Suno? How best can you utilize it? How best can you utilize Moises, AIODE? Which one would fit mostly for your own workflow? So I think that's the takeaway you can get out of this. You know, you saw really what I was doing. You saw that there are useful elements of one of them. I like certain aspects of all of them, and I feel like mushing them together to get the best result would be the best thing, you know. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.